Ah, how's this? How's this? This should be pretty good by now. I think we should have sound. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Hello, hello, hello. Do we have sound? Do we have sound? No, we should have sound. I see sound. I'm in the red. I'm blasting red. We should be good. We should be good. Should have sound. What? We should have sound. New computer. Just moved it out here to the garage, the CPU, and I think I pulled the camera out. Do we have sound? We have sound! Yes, we have sound! Eric, how you doing? All right, let's cut this out. I just had to show you that I got my little scroller working again. Oh, so important. Here's the garage scene. All right, yeah, I pulled my camera out when I moved out here to the garage. There was a little bit of a panic because I got home so late from mowing. Hey Joe, how you doing? Really out here in the garage kind of sucks just to stream from out here, but you know, I don't have to worry about, you know, everybody being quiet inside quite as much. You know, not that they're doing bad stuff, but yeah, I mowed. It was my week to mow, and before they just put your week, you know, and then they put a day, like Saturday was my day to mow. You know, I'm like, I'm not mowing on a Saturday. You know, I mean, I don't work. You know, Saturdays are in case Linda wants to go do something. You know, we can go do it. But yeah, I don't know, Eric, about that, about saving time and money, but it's, you know, like all the stuff they do, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm out in the garage, Eric. Everything's got a coat of dust on it, man. We had like a dust storm like two weeks ago, ABD, or 10 days ago, and it's just been terrible. And I need to literally haul everything out, roll my rack of planes out in the driveway, hook up the air compressor, and blast everything off. It's funny, like when I go to fly planes, man, I've got a old paintbrush that I brush them off with before I even put them in the car, because they're just coated with sand. Yeah, it's out there. It was cold. It's like, you know, it's in the 50s, and the winds, they say they're blowing 30 miles an hour. I just about believe them, too, because it is strong out there. I had a stocking hat on, my head earring protection, big ears, and hey, Joe, how you doing? So I may have lost a video or two moving from one computer. I still got the notebook, and I can open on the new computer. I can open 3D or 360 movies and view them and spin them around and everything. But I haven't had much luck editing yet. I got to hook the camera up, and I just haven't had time. I was busy today. Ah, it's nice. Ah, it's distorting my voice. Okay, we're a little hot. Yeah, it's showing red, that's for sure. Let's bring it down. How's that? Is that better? I'm still going red. It should be a little better. Yeah, I've got some noise gate, and I've got all the settings the same that I had on my notebook. But to me, the sound sounds a little different. But I think they might have upgraded OBS or something when I installed it on the computer. Is that better, Paul? It's just been like, hey, Pickled, how you doing, man? Yeah, I'm going red. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Let's see how that is. Yeah, that's better. I'm not redding as bad. So that should hopefully, we just read it again. Tim, how you doing? Flying times. Hey, Q. Oh, the E-flite T-28. Yeah, it's tempting. Man, it's funny. I divide the areas up into three sections. From where I park to the road is one section. That's the big section. And then from the like the runway. Most people don't mow the runway. I mow the runway because to me that's the most important part. The most important grass out there to mow is the runway. You're supposed to mow it, like some part of it in on setting 4, some on setting 2. I did it on setting 3. Ah, the Banana Hobbies, Jolly Roger. Yeah, I like that air brake. That'd be fun to play with. But yeah, I just don't. I think tomorrow's supposed to be windy, and Saturday is supposed to be pretty nice once it warms up. And Sunday and Monday, Tuesday. Right now they're showing winds of 3, so that ought to be pretty good. But man, I'm so busy just with a new computer. I hate setting up a new computer. I mean, I like doing it because it's a lot faster than the old one, a lot better. Oh, it's got an excellent graphics card. Sound is perfect. Yeah, Paul. I'm not seeing red as much. I'm still hitting the reds, but it's about the center of the red instead of the whole thing going red. And I'm trying not to. I've been talking loud. I don't know if it's because I'm used to talking to myself. Yeah, it was cold this morning, man. It's like I went out with Tuco a little bit this morning. Well, I'm sure that air brake makes it nose down because you're getting a lot of drag, man. It's putting off. It's a brake. It's supposed. Like using it in a dive. When you want to slow a dive down to drop a bomb or mail or candy. Yeah, I'm sure in World War II they dropped a lot of candy. Ah, yeah, it's cold. I don't know what it was this last night, but man, the winds were howling and they were supposed to be in the 30s today. And I was out there at the field. They were in the 20s. They might have been in the 30s. I was like, we got two mowers. One's a tractor and one's a zero turn. The tractor, it's like you turn it, and it's like driving a clown car. You turn a little bit and it goes long. You turn left, it goes right. You're right, left. Because I couldn't get the zero turns a little better mower. It's not much better, but it's better. Because whoever mowed last left the throttle like on about 3/4. So I think I could smell gas in the carbs. It smelled flooded. So I shut the gas fuel off, cranked it a few times, and then got the clown mower going and played with that for a little while. Yeah, I don't know, Pickle. I haven't bought. I say I haven't bought any new planes, but I sure have. But I got planes I like. I got rid of a bunch of planes at Perry. I'm going to get rid of a bunch more, but I like the Sirius that I've got back there and the Air Tractor. It's just that it's been so windy and crosswindy. The Air Tractor does well in crosswinds and stuff, but to me, it's not as fun. It's not as fun to fly in crosswinds as it is in, you know, like lighter winds. Huh. Oh, what was that EQ that you bought that shipped out? The banana. Probably the Banana Hobbies T28. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get my computer till the end of the day today, but they shipped it. I don't know. And then some the Windows was coming up. It wasn't authenticated. The key wasn't authenticating, but it's like I used Mr. Google to find a command that you run from a admin command prompt to show the key. It's like as soon as I did that and copied it, because I was going to go ahead and yeah, I found him, Paul. That was so funny. And what I ended up doing is like on the front and the back of the hatch, I just cut a little foam away so that if the wires are up like that, they're not gonna. It shouldn't pop the cap anymore. But I went. It was a funny day. There would be no wind, and then like all of a sudden it'd be blowing probably like 10, 11 right up in there. Which is pretty strong when you're not expecting it. And then on the second flight, I went to do a toss, and it wasn't a good toss because I changed the way I held it with my hand, on my left hand, and it went more up than, like up at an angle, going a little bit up, mostly up and a little forward. And a big gust of wind hit it, blew it right over my head. I had it in flying it in inverted for a while, and I thought I could climb out of it inverted, but it didn't climb, and it went and landed upside down and broke the little knobs off the vertical stabilizers. Didn't crack the fuse or anything, so it was pretty minor for being stupid. But if I'd have known it was going to be gusty, I would have thrown it out more instead of up. But hey, George, how you doing, David? But so I mean, I was upset with myself. I was upset because it wasn't very windy, and I didn't throw it exactly into the wind because I could just go ahead. I mean, I've tossed that thing, gosh, I don't know, probably 40, 50 times. But the 182, yeah. I like T28s. They're fun to fly. Hey, Dennis, how you doing, sir? Thank you for coming. George, thanks for coming. Pickled. But man, just windy today. I didn't even come out and hang out in the garage. It was, well, because I was supposed to eat, I was going to eat lunch with Linda. I was on the phone for over an hour on hold, and I finally, well, during the time I was on hold, my Windows authenticated, so I hung up because I wanted the key. And I still got to I got to talk to Real Flight, because since I'm putting Real Flight on another computer, it's just I can't update it. It's like, yeah, and plus I don't know what I registered, which one of my 3, 4 emails I use for Real Flight to update it. So it's just like, well, they had a form you could fill out on customer service, but I'm waiting for that. Holding my breath. I was going to stop and get some more bourbon today, but I just, they're working on the road. I go the back way on like it's a small 2-lane highways. It takes like 35 minutes, 30 minutes to get from my house there. And that's going through some towns that are 30-mile-an-hour speed limits that I don't speed in because they're always running radar. But, so I was, they're working on the roads. They're grinding like about 2 inches off to repave it and stuff. So it's a regular cluster. It took like an hour to get home tonight. I thought I was going to be late. So I'll go the other way through town, through Dothan, Alabama. Yeah, it'll be great. It's quicker, but you got red lights and you're doing the red light races and everything like that. And it's just, I just like going the back way, just even if when some dummy pulls out in front of you, there's plenty of places to get by them. Tug, how you doing, sir? Wow, 45. Wow. Kids will be driving. That's a fact, man. That's scary there when that happens. Yep, that is scary. Yeah, Dennis, it is. I think my sons are coming over and getting into it because I don't drink that much of it. That's usually what I got in my cup. I usually pour maybe 2 fingers in this cup, and I'll suck on that, through. Hey, Jeff Toohey, how you doing, man? I'll suck through it through my show and maybe halfway through Kenny's show, and but yeah, I think when they hit it, they came over and hit it. But I don't care as long as they don't drink and drive. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing, man. It seems like I'm supposed to be losing weight here, but I maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I gained about 20 pounds of dirt today. God, it was bad mowing the grass. It was so windy. My poor sunglasses and dusty from running whenever, because I kind of ran over the dirt, might have leveled it a little better with the blades. Yeah, David, I like scotch too. In fact, I had some scotch too, but I think I just like I said, I just I'll smoke a cigar and drink a little bit. I don't drink every night. Most of the time, I just have. Heck, last night I didn't even drink a half a beer, half of my beer yesterday. Some days I haven't been drinking as much because I figure a good way to lose weight is you can cut back on alcohol and food. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, I was trying to think of what I had planned on doing something tonight, but to be honest with you, I can't remember. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, there's nothing really to do on the mid. The Arrows F-15 is holding up well. Um, what did I do? I think I banged something in the in the in the in the car. I think I broke another or tip off of one of the verticals, the little point, and I glued it back on in the hauler. I think I caught it on a plane, putting it in there. I flew the Fugly Jet again. It flew better. I ended up putting another two turns, so 4 turns down. Yeah, Paul. I've ridden on that too. In fact, our street out here, when they were going to go to resurface it, they were just going to grind it down to that cross pattern and leave it. That was the plan. And it's just like everybody was just complaining about it. And finally, I think they had rescue, a fire and rescue guy slid off the road trying to go to like a with follow the ambulance. The blue one on my right. Let's see. The blue one. Is that the Sirius up there? Yeah, I think you're talking about the one right up here. That's the Sirius. I don't know, Tim. I didn't get the MiG because I was kind of leery of the Sirius. Yep, I was kind of leery of the MiG and landing gear. But if I could pick one up, I probably would. But I don't know. I mean, I like flying my F-16, man. That thing, that was a great flight. It deserved a better landing. It wasn't a horrible landing, but it's just the gust. The gust, you get all set up, you're coming in pretty decent, and the gust, and I was probably coming in a little hot when the wind started going cross again. But I had 46% left on the battery when I got through. I thought I might have used up more battery because I was going, pretty a little bit of full throttle, and when I was ripping it around real tight, doing the bee buzzing. That plane that's just a nice flying, man. F-16. Oh, the MiG doesn't fly well. Well, I noticed the F-15, because I'm starting to do some vertical stuff with it, and it's like on that one maneuver where I kind of put it up, and I kind of let it stall and come down, and it picked back up in power pretty decent. Randy, how you doing, sir? I got to kind of watch it because I go red. I don't know. It seems like I've been projecting my voice. Yeah, if I was going to buy another EDF, I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I like the T-34. I like the F-86. Those are two that I like, and maybe the FMS F-18. I like F-18s. Yeah, they're on. Since Shay has got me looking at Facebook for planes for sale. There was a guy, but he was pretty far down towards the beach. But he had some EDFs, and he had a Mustang. Hey Cliff, how you doing, sir? Wow, he has to say off to bed, man. Yeah, it's it is late there, sir. You have sweet dreams, Cliff. Flying your plane. You guys haven't checked out Cliff Harvey RC Planes. He just did a build video on a little World War I biplane, and it is pretty neat, man. That Maiden's going to be great. He even cut out a little radial engine to put behind the propeller on it that spins around when the motor runs, and that looks pretty darn good, man. So I'm sure it's going to fly well. Stuff he does. Nah, I think I'm good, Tug, on the magnets for that. It's just the wires. The wires, because there's a little piece. In fact, I can show you. I can show you what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see if we can see this here. Yeah, there we go. You see the little foam I took out right there? You can see it right there. There you go. You can see it. I took the foam out on both ends there because that's where the wires are laying up there. And they just put enough pressure on that because the magnet seals. The magnet, it goes click. It goes clunk. It clicks. But there's just enough that it hits. And then the wires are kind of funny if they're twisted, so they've got a little tension on them, and then it releases the tension. Oh, I got to put some glue on this canopy. Yeah, it's a good thing I picked this up and noticed that. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to be good. If I'm not, I'm just gonna get some couple sheet metal screws and put in it. No, I'm kidding. Let's see what's up. Oh yeah, yeah, Paul. I like. Yeah, I was mad the other day when I went out. I brought a for sale 1300 for the Viper, but I left the Viper sitting over there in its spot. In fact, I'm not sure where it's at. It might be hitchhiking on one of the other planes and stuff. Hey Shay. Oh wow, biplanes. I've had a lot of biplanes. I had a lot of PT-17s. I had that E-flite Balsa, that E-15 PT-17. That was probably the best PT-17 that I had. It flew. It was harder to fly than any other biplane. I've had the Red Bull. I got the Red Bull PT-17, the FlightWorks, not FlightWorks. Yeah, yeah. It was the one that Tower used to sell. It was just kind of like the unique models, one that Hobby King sold. I've the Dynam Waco and the Dynam Tiger Moth. I've had have those. Let's see. I've flown the Stagger Wing that E-flite Park Zone had. Pitts, my Pitts, the 850, and little PT-17. I like biplanes, but in the wind, like especially, if it's real windy, the Waco is not quite so, but they have like the Tiger Moth has a lot of drag in the wind between the wires that go, that run through the wings and stuff, and it's got a pretty long fuselage, and it's got a lot of air, wing area. So I noticed that in winds, you notice the drag more on the biplanes. Wow. Yeah, I don't smoke a lot of cigars. I mean, it's just like, but yeah, I got Draco coming, man. You got to come in, Tim. It's gonna go see see the Grand Tundra. Its days are numbered in here. It's gonna go out in the shed. I just had it out flying it, and it was a windy day too, man. It was a great flight. I really like the servos that Hobby King put in the Grand Tundra. Man, those servos are so smooth. Yeah, they do. They do, Shay, but they take up a lot of space, biplanes. I dig one out, but it's buried pretty well. But and then my Waco, man, my Waco is like 10 years old, and some of the foam is just, or the control horns are brittle. They're very brittle. And then I broke I broke like two, so it's out there. I think I'm done. I just it's just so brittle from being out here in the garage in the heat. But that plane was fun. I mean, I bought it right. It's got to be 2000. I started flying in 2009, so it has to be about 2010. 2010 is when I bought it because I was still a little shaky with it. The first time I used high rates, I took off. I slammed on the power. I took off. It went right up, did like a big loop, came right back down on the ground and ripped the landing gear right off it and took off flying. That was funny. Kenny, how you doing, sir? Getting the bus warmed up here. Yeah, I was going to come up with something for tonight. I was thinking of, having someone Skype in tonight, but until I get my Skype account. And then, I've got like two text files. I have a notebook full of passwords. But you would think Windows, you got your Windows Live, you got your Windows Store, I've got a couple Windows emails, and the App Store, that, this, that. You think Windows would use one user ID and password for all that crap, And it's just like, good grief, Because they use the same authentication to authenticate the different apps and websites. It's just a pain. So I requested a reset code for my password, and then I got thinking, well, maybe it's the same one that I just reset, when I I had to buy something for 360 videos to install. It's just like, it's just a pain. Yeah, I like my Dynam Hawker Hurricane, but I don't know. It's a good flying plane. It's just the CG is a little, CG is very important on the Hawker. Like some planes, it's like the CG, you can just throw a battery in there and fly it. Wow, really Pilot Jerry. Some people have the Draco already. I was looking for Draco videos, a couple weeks ago, but I haven't looked anytime soon. Yeah, because if Rich says he's going to take one to Seth, that's before the 23rd when the influencers can release all their videos and everything like that. So, what'd you guys think of the Bison, the Skynetic Bison? I mean, I think it's a nice looking bush plane. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of heavy. The reviewer, gee, who's Motion's reviewer? I don't know, but because see, that's the only dig on the Grand Tundra is it's a heavier plane and has a little higher wing loading, which isn't bad, but I mean, it's not like you're not going to float it in like you can, the regular Tundra or say Bigfoot. Yeah, we might have a new female pilot flying Draco too. Yeah, I'm sure. Which, bless their hearts. Yeah, if I wanted another, you know, Grand Tundra sized stall plane, I think I would get the Husky, man, because that Husky just looks like it's got it. It looks like it's got light wing loading. It has ample power off four, so I don't think I'd get the special edition, but I don't use a 2200 in it, Shay. I use 1300s and can get like anywhere between if I fly full throttle, you're talking about 3.5 4 minutes of flight, or if I poke, I can get 6. But I don't like to poke. I usually come down at about 4 410. But I don't recommend a 2200 size battery in the Viper when you can get decent flight times on a 1300. But the stocks ESC and motor handles 4 cell very well because I've flown mine 3/4 to full power. Yeah, uh, the Husky, I've almost got that so many times. But it's another of that size plane. Yeah, I'm with you, Che. I don't. I mean, I don't. You know, I don't go because I've noticed that there's not much of a speed increase from about 3/4 to full throttle. The fan will usually make more noise, but it doesn't usually produce more speed. And that's just me, and that's probably, because like right now I've only got three big, big EDFs. I've got the Freewing F16, the Avante, and the Arrows F15. And that's just what I've noticed that and then with the little E-flite F15s that, like about 3/4, maybe just a little past, 80, we'll say 75, 80%, you got about as much speed as you're going to get. And then if you go all the way, you get more sound, but you don't necessarily get more speed. But I could be wrong because I don't, I haven't loaded you can load one of those speed apps on your phone that are pretty darn accurate. And, but yeah, it's like when I feel the need for speed, man, I bring out my Havoc Racer, man. I haven't been flying that as much since I've been flying jets. That thing eats up the sky quick. So do the EDFs though. Because I think EDFs are kind of, depending on the crosswinds and everything, I mean, it's not like it's real hard to land them, and that's what makes me mad when I don't get a near perfect landing. I just get like, yeah, those are nice, Paul. The Bison's got some nice features. There's no doubt. Yeah, I saw that the slats were live. It seems a little pricey, but you got that intricate landing gear. Somebody's got to build the parts. Somebody's got to put the parts together on the slats that move. You know, Wild Bill, how are you doing, sir? Robert. Yeah, yeah, Kenny. That's about all I've been flying in, man. Is crosswinds, crosswinds. That's why you got to come in a little faster, man. I learned that, a long time ago. It's like you coming in, not you getting a good alpha going, you get a crosswind, you're like, your alpha turns into a flip down bang, flip down bang, a flip down bang. Yeah, because the crosswind kicked up when on the F16, and it turned so fast to the right, and then I was too slow bringing it. Really, George? You're gonna donate it? You don't like doing stall flying? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, and then I don't know. I was a little upset too. I'm upset. The whole mowing thing at our field bugs me. Why we mow the whole thing, I don't know. And then like we got our left and right boundaries, and we were mowing two mower widths past what we have. Well, now somebody has mowed four, so that increases the 6 acres a lot, if in my opinion. And then you seen the crowds this spring out there flying. It's like, ugh, it makes my head hurt. Not too bad though, because if they want to do it, it's good with me. I don't mind mowing, but it's just like Really, 3/4 throttle, leave it on the mower, leave the fuel flow going to the carb. I'm surprised they got the big mower started. Shadow, I get those comments all the time in my videos. It's funny. All those robo post and stuff like the minute, 1 minute 18 seconds, and then you read more or whatever. So I just give a comment so they don't show up when I check comments. I don't see them, I'll just put bless your heart and give it a comment. Oh, I like to mow, but I don't like a lawnmower that when you turn it, you turn to the left, it goes right, and then it goes, and you're going along. I mean, it's like a clown car. It's hey Roach, how you doing? I felt like, I was auditioning for the circus, or something like that to be a clown. Then pulling those poles. I mean, it's not hard pulling the poles, but by God, we got 15 poles. We have 11 members in the club, so we've got 4 extra poles. If you want to come out and be a member, and we'll put you in the secret pole dance, that we have out there when we have a club meeting. Yeah, we not everybody volunteers to mow. I don't know. I don't mind mowing. It just frustrates me that we have to mow like we do. People are lazy, man. If you come up with something good and they can steal it and use it, they will. Like Turbo Rap in his crash videos. He's asked me a couple times if he could use, one of my videos, whether it was my crash or one of my buddies that I was just lucky enough to be there. Hey Frankie, how you doing, sir? Yeah, that's true. That's true, George. That's what I always think too, man. It's like when you mow, you look back and it's like, yeah, you know, only mowed over 4 flowers and ding 3 trees. I felt pretty good. Now, if someone comes out there and complains about the way I mowed, then I don't. I'm not going to take offense of it or anything like that. I didn't put the covers back. The covers were blown. The wind was blown. It was probably maybe 30 miles out there, 30 miles an hour out there, and it kind of blew the covers off the mowers, and it was still screaming when I left. So I just put the covers in the shed, and I'll put them back on tomorrow when I go out. It's like I couldn't remember today. I was coming home and I was like, "Is this Thursday?" I had to kind of calculate. Yeah, yeah, this is Thursday. But Tico had to stay home. I didn't take any planes. I didn't even bother to. I didn't even. I thought about it, but I was like, nah. I'm going out to mow. I want to get it done, get it out of there. But man, if I couldn't have got the better mower, the zero turn, the 54 inch, I mean, that's still not very big when you're doing, 6.5 acres. But if I couldn't have got that running, I was gonna go out tomorrow and throw our mower on the trailer and go out there. Huh. That's a good idea, Pilot Jerry. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, Frank, I sure do. I like the Arrows F-15, and I like the E-flite um, F-15 too. I like it a lot. I need braver pilots, man. They keep ejecting. They keep pulling the eject button, man. They're saying like, "Oh, that crazy nut. If he didn't kill us when we take off, he's gonna really kill us when he lands." No. It should go better. It should go better. I like that plane. I like it because it's like it's just easy. Not, if it's easy to put it in the car, it's easy to hand toss it, and it's fun to fly. Uh, yeah, that was one thing. Like when we did the Toys for Tots at the Imperial Club, and you had all these companies. I'm not going to mention any names. Companies donating planes, for the fly-in. And for that, hey Don, how you doing? I thought the money was going for the Toys for Tots, but the money was, the money went for the club, and I don't know. I mean, I see that, and that's fine because they put a lot of expense into it and everything, so that's good. Huh? People run you off claiming it's theirs and it's not. Huh? Wow, that's weird, boss. Yeah, it's like our two clubs when we were flying on the Army stage fields, you know, because they had to be a nonprofit. You were only allowed to have X amount of dollars in the club's bank account. So the dues were pretty cheap, I mean, because, we didn't have to do anything at the fields other than show up and fly, and you had, like 1,500 feet, you know, um, 60 feet wide runways to fly off of, and you had five to pick from and a big tarmac between two of them in the center. So it was pretty good. And I don't think our clubs were really interested in getting more members, you know. And now that we need more members, I just don't, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like there's not that many people flying RC anymore. Because a lot of the people that would come out and fly were flight students, from Rucker and stuff like that flew RC2. Yeah, we weed eat. I've got a gas weed, two-stroke weed eater that works really well. But Linda doesn't like me weed whacking because I cut a flower or two in the past. I'm not careful enough, which is fine. I mean, heck, I just got back the privilege of mowing the backyard. I was banned from mowing, period, for a while. Except for when it's cold. If it's cold, because a lot of times we have to mow year round. So when it's cold and it needs mowing, then I can mow again. But man, I wish we had that scraper to drag on the runway some more, because right now it could use a little leveling. Yeah, if you look at my last couple of videos, I kind of shot a little bit of the runway. But we had a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain when the storm front came through yesterday. It was pretty dry out there on the field. Wasn't well, I was expecting to see some mud and stuff, but there wasn't any. was trying to think of what else we can do. Yeah, I can see that too, Jerry. If they want to have a raffle, they want to make a little bit of money and make somebody happy. Yeah, I mean, and they made money at the fly-in that we had, which surprised me. But I think most of the money they made was from us. It was like $20, and then I don't if you want to be in on the raffle, it's this. If you want to eat lunch, it's this. And then they had the most. I mean, yeah, never mind. It was like it's a good TV character. Uh, Tackleberry was handing out the food. Just kidding, Paul. Little kids, the little kid comes up, he's hungry. It'll be $5 to eat. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good, boss. Big roller, yeah. I would ask Miss Shirley. She has the house. Like if I'm looking down the runway and looking at our flag off to the right there, she has that big steel building at the end of the runway, and a very nice house and hangar on the right. And she's got the roller. Because she does part of the driveway, and Jay does part of the driveway up at the top. That roller works great that she's got, man, because they go through with the Mahindra and fill in all the ruts and level it off, and then they use that roller to pack it down, and it's pretty solid when you go to drive out. We can look at the Bison. They released another video. I think it was a Crumb video that they released this week. Horizon on Draco. It looked like it was mostly footage, that didn't make it into the premiere video. Then you got some more smiling Mike Pulte, his wife and his son. I was trying to think of what we could do. Yeah, I got a plane I need to fix. I've been putting it off for a month now. It won't be that hard to fix. Everything's got so much dust on it. The 360 videos. This computer, I can put them on here, but I found out that you got to use the Apple Quick app to edit them, but it only wants to edit. It only wants to let you edit a video that you get off the phone. So if I've previously copied it from the Macs to the computer, it doesn't open it up. But if I import it from Quick and then edit it and save it, it'll work. So they teased a submarine, huh? Then, yeah, I didn't have time to watch their video. I didn't watch it. Like I said, I was busy all morning and all day. But this is I'm just yeah, this computer has pretty good wireless. It's a lot better wireless than what I had in the notebook. So I've got a cat cable I was going to run out, but I decided not to. Lights and everything. Ah, wow. They're going to have their annual money raising auction in 2 weeks. Do they just have it like at a club meeting, or do they have like a special dinner or lunch or something, Jerry? That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of disappointed that my Radio Master growing has kind of stopped, but I've got some videos queued up that should really help on, you know, there's a couple of them out there that have set up a full plane. Hey, Paul, that's why I'm banned. I'm banned from weed whacking, man. I tell you that right now. I'm banned because I get that gas weed eater, man, and it doesn't mess around. I don't mess around. You know, she likes using the electric one. I like that. And it's like, you know, it's like a big two cycle dirt bike back in the day. You know, just then like I was banned from mowing for good gosh a long time. She planted trees in the backyard and she didn't stake them out, or we got these little white fences, you know, you could put around a tree or something like that, or a ribbon on it or something. And it was in the winter and the sun was low, and I didn't see it in the sun and ran it over. But that tree is the better looking tree of the two. She won't admit it, but it is. Let's see. I've got a UMX plane here I can unbox. You know, no. I was gonna play a video or something, but I don't feel like doing it. So, oh, did they do? Yeah, I was gonna see some April. Oh, that's what the Horizon was. Yeah, I hadn't even looked at any emails today. Not since this morning when I got text messages for my Skype reset. Yeah, because they usually send out a whacked email, so that's at a submarine. But heck, man, submarines are pretty popular, man. In Europe, they really do that. Huh? So Tim, you work on motorcycles, man. That's good. No, I think what's funny though is that like she had some flowers, I don't know what they're called, out in front, and she mowed them down. But I think she just decided that she was going to mow them down and dig them out. But yeah, all the flowers have names. I don't know. The wisteria plant that we got out front, I hate that thing, man. It's got branches on it, man. Them things are like barbed wire, steel rods sticking out of there, man. You get snagged into that. Oh, they rent a large hall. Okay. Wow. Holy cow. Huh. Wow. That'd be interesting, Jerry. I like auctions. I like airplanes. Dave, how you doing, sir, man? How you doing, Dave? Get you in there, man. There you go. Now you're blue. Yeah, it's just like, man, it's just been so windy, man. It's crazy windy today. Cold, windy. Yeah, I need a shower bad, man. I was going to take a shower before I went and ate lunch today, and I was just like, man, I'm going to be out in the. I knew it was going to be dirty, dusty out there. I should have worn my mask when I mowed, man. It was horrible. Tomorrow's going to warm up more, so it should be better. I think I'm going to fly tomorrow. I might just go to the park, take Tuco to the park, and maybe sail or fish, maybe fish a little off the pier. I got to clean my truck, man. I got to clean my Durango saying, clean me, clean me, clean me. I either got to clean me or print out a "this is not an abandoned vehicle" sign to put on it when I go into the gas station. Crazy. Yeah, it's like what's the big? I was trying to think of what kind of repairs I've got in this shop to do. It's got on the Arrows Viper. I got to glue the little knobs onto the verticals. Don't have. I still need a servo for the pits. Don't really have anything in my Hacker XL. I got to put it back together. Ah, what's up? All right, guys, I gotta go. Ashes out of the stove wood. You burning wood, Roach? Is that cold, man? I like that helicopter. I looked out when I was setting up my network sites. I looked out there at the Motion RC. What's it called? Hobby Squawk. I saw that helicopter that you had looked like you had dipped it. Wow. Yeah, there's somebody that um, he's not that far away from me. Um, like over Crestville area. You know, he's probably 2.5 hours from here. Somebody that was selling some planes on Facebook, getting out of the hobby. But they had the new E-flite, 1500 Mustang. That he said I think one flight, and it didn't look like he'd crashed it on that flight, but he was asking 300 for it. So I bet it's cold. If it's cold here, if we're getting in the 30s here, then I'm sure up north it's even colder. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was yeah, sir. That's a nice looking. Yeah, I think he had a flight video, that you posted like a couple of weeks ago. But I tell you one thing, I don't know how I got watching. I'm almost embarrassed to say it, the Trailer Park Boys on Netflix. I watched a few of those, and it's just I I'm just like I'm just like it's sometimes I'm like shocked, and sometimes it's funny. The few that I've seen, but my goodness, man. I mean, I know people like that. That's what's so funny about it. Holy cow. I mean, not as far as the crook goes, but lower 20s. Holy cow. Yeah, we always have, like right around Easter, it seems like we have our last cold snap. Then it's going to start, I mean, we even had, probably within the last 7 days, we even had humidity that was, close to 80%, there for a while. There's not a lot of humidity today. My lips feel chapped from being out in the wind. Wow. 17? Shoot. It's kind of chilly sitting here in the garage. I think when I shut my car off, it was 57 out after I got back from mowing. Yeah, I gotta go. I bought another case of Yingling beer. I gotta go grab it. That's in case. I used to go through a case probably about maybe 10 days, 12 days. It's like now it lasts me like almost a month or more. But it's I go to the class 6 store. It's like 17.50 for 24. 24 bottles of Yangling. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if our router had more wired connections, I'd be working off a wired because it's a little fat. But my videos load pretty quick. Hey, Chris. Hey, Mafia. How you doing, sir? Yeah, there's not much going on tonight, man. I'm kind of tired, so can't even come up with some crazy things to talk about. Let's see. I guess we can demo another little thing that I picked up. And I'm kind of regretting having left it in the garage. This hat was clean. This was a clean hat that I put it on. But it holds your phone. You know, like if you wanted to put your phone, do a live stream with, like put your phone in here or something like that. I mean, it's a little heavy stuff, but it has the, like to put it on you can put it on a tripod. It has I think it's about a 1/4 inch. So I just drilled a hole in my hat. It's heavy though. I've shot video walking around in the garage with it. I just bought this to have it to play with and stuff. I thought, I mean, this was like, I don't know, it was like $4, $5. So everything's dusty. It works kind of like what Eric's has there, but all right, I will see you later, Roach. But yeah, it's just been on the RC front here. It's just been kind of, I ordered some more adapters, but like for my Tundra, I lost one of the wheel nuts that holds the wheel on, and I just glued, popsicle sticks together. I made, glued 3 of them together and then just cut off a little piece, probably, about the size of the wheel nut that's on there. But first I drilled a hole. I got a pin drill and drilled a hole through there that was just about the size of the axle minus the threads. And then just kind of cut that off with the Dremel tool, and then just threaded it on the axle, and it's been working just like the nut that came off. Put a little CA glue on it to kind of toughen the wood up. Hey Lee, how you doing, man? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does a good job. Well, like Gary when he does all his live streams, on stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. Is it perfect? Is it ideal? No, but you're there. You can see, and he's having a good time. Wow. Wow, Paul. Good grief, man. Yeah, it's chilly here. I can imagine up north. Good grief, man. Yeah, those storms that came through, I mean, thank goodness they weren't as severe as the last band that went through. They kind of missed us a little bit. We had a lot of winds, like maybe they said 40, 50, 40 mile an hour winds, but I don't think those were ground winds because we've had 50 mile an hour winds when Michael came through. I didn't expect to see my steel. I got a steel building in the backyard. I didn't expect to see that in the morning. I thought it would be gone. Ah, yeah, Lee. Was it you that upgraded the landing gear on it? No, the Pachichi brothers did. They I forget which E-flite or Freewing plane they put the landing gear in. It looks really well. It's great. Oh heck yeah. Yeah, I know my note takes pretty good videos. just had to get the dog an insulin shot. Your dog has diabetes, George? Huh. Yeah, Tuco. He did. Yeah, Pilot Riot. Yeah, Robert did. Yeah. Because that's the only thing I noticed about that. I mean, I think it looks nice. Probably flies well and stuff, but those landing gear, it's just like, they're not going to work out there on the ground. But man, I was impressed with the F-16 taking off. It took off. That's the shortest. I mean, that's almost shorter than what it would take off on pavement. On pavement, that thing would hug the ground forever to take off. And I used to fly off the runways. And that was pretty smooth pavement too. Yeah, it's like in the F-15 flight, it took a while to take off because I didn't have it on full throttle until it started coming up. I was like, wait a minute, I've not even got it on full throttle. Because I pinch, and sometimes when if I've got my finger down too far, it kind of prevents it from going full throttle. And then I try to be light on the sticks. So I was like, wait a minute, I didn't have full throttle. Hey Dave, how you doing, man? Yeah, you got a little bit of wind and a little bit of chill up there, man. You should be out flying, Dave. I was on the mower, man. I just wore this sweatshirt and a stocking hat, and I used my muffs on there. Hey, RC Glory, how you doing, sir? Uh, I used to get a lot of fiberglass stuff from a boat, like U.S. boats, things like that. They have that stuff. That's because I get the West Marine stuff from them. And there was another boat. It wasn't West Marine or Boats USA, but it was another guy that had that kind of stuff there, not at a bad price. Because I used that when I made a kayak using the plywood and stitch method, and took some foam and made the nose or the bow and the stern of the kayak, and it worked well. It it would have made. I was gonna use it as a mold and make a all fiberglass one, but I just lost interest. Hey, Deuces. Wow. Hey, Deuces, man. Yeah, our dogs have had to take. We've had knock on wood here with Tuco, so that's why we're being careful of what we give Tuco. Yeah, advanced auto. Yeah, some of the autos. Yeah, they'll have it. Yeah, because I always like the bi-directional they call it or whatever weave of the fiberglass, and that's more expensive. I don't know what it's called, but it's less. Oh, huh. Yeah, yeah. I needed an adapter for the computer. I had to order it. I was going to go buy it, but I'm like around here, about the only place that would have it would probably be Walmart. Or maybe Lowe's. They have some computer stuff like that too. Because we've gone from work to buy stuff there where I used to work. But yeah, it's just like the winds today and the temperature just kind of bummed me out. But I was so busy. Hey, I know what you can use instead of fiberglass. You can use some paper tape and hot glue. It probably works well. That paper tape, Dave, I don't know. I don't know what you're calling paper tape. I don't know if it's medical tape. I just don't know. It's like I've even looked for it on Amazon. I never, it's always some kind of medical tape, not paper tape. So I don't know what you're. I know what you're doing. I don't know what you're getting. But I've cut up a T-shirt and used that with hot glue, or other glue and stuff like that. Oh, Dave, there's nothing new in my hangar, man. Draco's going to be coming in here soon. Well, I got the Hobby King uh, bomber. What's that bomber called? The Lancaster. There we go. Ah, so it is first aid tape. Okay, I got you. That's not paper tape. See, when I think of paper tape, I'm thinking like of yeah, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, because I use that stuff. That's what I used to put my FAA number on. I used to write it on that and then stick it inside the plane somewhere. Back when you could put them inside the planes. Well, I don't know how long I've been babbling and stuff, man. It just feels terrible. Yeah, post links if you want, man. Yeah, check David yourself out. Check everybody out. Help each other out and stuff. I know some people don't post videos and stuff, but I mean, if you do, ah, yeah, ah, yeah. The Gorilla Glue Clear doesn't expand. Yeah, because I heard somebody was talking about that. That guy that does the home fix it shows. Linda likes. We went to the beach the other day. Linda was listening to that on the way down there. Hey Vito, how you doing, sir? Yeah, it's like I used my Albatross when the plastic parts you couldn't buy it anymore, or well, I didn't want to buy them. I like always trying to fix stuff. But that JB Quick Weld that works well when you're repairing plastic stuff. That really, really, really works well. Now, hey, now Mafia, I'm gonna have to get my phone when I sit down and watch Kenny's show and have to check out that stuff on there. Yeah, good thing, Vito, man. It's cold, it's windy, but I'll tell you what, man. I tell you what, the weather's coming. Oh, this week starting Saturday, we're supposed to have light winds till Tuesday. They're talking like in the forecast 2, 3 mile an hour winds. So that means out there at the field there'll be 10 miles an hour, but that's better than being 20. But yeah, it's like April's Fool's Day. I was like, but construction worker, I hate it. They're tearing up the road, they're making it hard. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. We'll see you at Kenny's. I'm sure Kenny, if you guys want to post stuff, go ahead and post it. Um, Cliff Harvey, RC Planes, was in here earlier tonight, man. If you guys have, you need to check his channel out, man. He does some pretty cool stuff. They're on lockdown, so he hasn't been flying as much, but he flies with a great bunch of people out there, and they got some nice planes. And if you haven't noticed, Jeff Nichols is back to flying some of his planes again. It was good seeing him and his son out there at the school flying out there on the cricket patch. Yeah, Dennis, that's the wins. Yeah, we're having. All right, guys. I guess we're gonna get ready here, and we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. I wish I'd have been more exciting tonight or better looking, but something about 3 hours riding a clown mower. All right, guys. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. I couldn't get Tuka out here. If I'd have grabbed, I got a package of peanuts in there in my flight bag. If I'd have grabbed the peanuts and brought it out here, we'd have had him out here. But so yep, yeah, Lightning Boy, George. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody. Thank you all. This is Jeff in Lower Alabama, man, saying what he always likes to say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I can't believe how many subscribers we got. It's going to be great. I'm still kicking around 1,000 at 1,000, so we'll see. But woo!